Hello! I'm doing my February rant today. I haven't done a rant since December, I don't think. Or was it January? I can't remember. Just a little side note, we've got Velux windows, so if you can hear the rain, I apologise. It's pretty loud. Now this was quite a while back. I can't remember when this was on. It was like a series thing and it's the benefits programme. Now it's kind of like a touchy subject for some people and I'm not going to go ahead and slate everybody that's on benefits because some people are on it for a genuine reason. But the one I watched was called Benefits Too Fat to Work and it fucking riled me. It was like a selection of people, families, whatever, and basically they were fucking huge. It just annoyed me because they were coming across as they were so hard done by when really it's their fucking fault that they're that big in the first place. They give themselves these illnesses. They're like, oh yeah, well I've got a heart condition, blah, 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 I can't go back to work. Well, that's because you're fucking overweight. How about you do something about the weight, lose it, and you'll be able to work and stop fucking claiming. The one bloke on there, I can't remember his name, but he was, oh my God, he pissed me off so much. He'd just sit on the sofa, well, fair play to his wife, she was actually trying to lose a bit of weight, but he was just sat there in his own fucking blubber, forking spoonfuls of shit into his mouth, like spaghetti bolognese 3 times a day. Are you having a fucking laugh? You're not too fat to work, you're just too fucking lazy. You could tell that he was relishing in the fact that he never had to do a day's work in his life and he was ready to die. He was just sat there feeding himself on the sofa. I just wanted to punch the TV so bad. It made me really angry. And then they go ahead and make excuses like, oh, people won't employ me because of the way I look, and well, that's not the case. I'm sure a call centre would fucking employ you anywhere. A factory, nobody sees you in a place of work like that. What? That's just the shittest excuse ever. That's the biggest fucking get out of jail free card I've ever heard. Get to fucking work, do something about your weight and stop crying about it. Get off my TV screen because your outlook on life offends me. As I was making my rant list this month, I was kind of stuck for things to address, so I took to Guru Gossip, which, if you don't know what it is a website that basically it's like a forum and you can search loads of different YouTubers and see what people are saying about them, some good, some bad, and I thought I'd address the hate on mine because I thought it was quite funny that these teenage bitches still exist and they haven't been wiped off the internet yet. One comment on there was something like, I used to like her style but I feel like she tries too hard now. How do I try too hard? All I fucking wear is jeans and a t-shirt. Is that trying too hard? I don't really get that. I'm not like a fucking fashionista. All I wear is what I'm comfortable in. How do I try too hard? Secondly, there was one about my speeding ticket I got, which was, I think I've addressed this before, but it's still on there, so who gives a shit, for God's sake? Talk about picky. Okay, I was doing 30 fucking 3 or whatever it was and I should have been doing 30, but the girl was like, oh, it's really offended me, why would she do that, it's breaking the law, and fucking live a little, don't be such a prude. I didn't hit a child, I didn't kill anybody, I didn't hurt myself, so 33 miles an hour. Fucking get over yourself. Another one on there was about my rants and my use of swearing. I don't understand people that don't like swearing. I don't see how people get offended by swearing. We're in the fucking 21st century. I don't understand how you can be offended by the word fuck or shit or bollocks. These people have got nothing fucking better to do with their time than slate other people. Somebody commented on my video yesterday saying, crack a smile, you seem angry all the time. Well, it's because of fucking people like you. You're a knobhead. And it's always like people that are like 13 years old. Could I give a shit about your opinion? Not really. I find it hilarious. In fact, I like going on Guru Gossip just to read the shit. I don't get the offensiveness of swearing. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be something I'm not by not swearing. I swear. I swear in daily life. It doesn't make me uneducated because I'm a bright person. It doesn't mean that I can't string a sentence together without swearing, because that's not the case. I just prefer to swear because I like swearing and it proves a point. So fuck off. Snapchat. Don't get me wrong, I like Snapchat. I've got a few actual real life friends on there. I've got a couple of people off YouTube on there and some kind of like internet friends. Also got fucking idiots on there. I don't want to delete the app because, believe it or not, I actually have friends on there. It's fucking shit. I very rarely send anything on there. I very rarely use it, but when I do go on there, it's just like carnage. I don't want to see a picture of your dick. I don't want to see a picture of what you've been doing all day. I don't want to see a picture of what you're doing that night. I don't want to see the car you've just crashed or the person you've just fucked. How many times you've been to the gym today or your gormless fucking face. Leave me alone and forget my Snapchat exists, please. If you know how to delete people, please let me know because I can't do it and I don't want to delete the app. Oh my god, the rain's so loud. Fuck off. People that edit their photos to the point where they look like Barbie's vagina. You look like a prick. Nobody believes that's your real face. You should just reveal the acne because under all that Photoshop, there is spots galore. It pisses me off that people think that they need to be airbrushed to shit to look decent. Just put your natural face on there. Or this next thing, if you've watched my rants before, you know I've got a problem with Facebook. And again, it's another thing I can't bring myself to just delete. So I can't really not see this, but it's when people upload pregnancy pictures or scan pictures. I don't want to see inside your fucking womb. I couldn't care less about your baby. It doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like a human yet. It looks like a fucking cloud. Why? It's so personal. If I ever, God forbid, got pregnant, I would not upload my scan picture to Facebook because I think there's nothing more intrusive than the general public seeing inside my vagina. What is wrong with people? Nothing is private anymore and it pisses me off. It's one thing uploading the picture of your breakfast to Instagram, but putting your fucking uterus up there is on a whole new level. Kids walking around with energy drinks, you're not fucking hard. It's almost like they think it's alcohol and they're carrying it around in their tracksuit like, oh yeah boy, you're a dickhead. You don't need it. It's not going to give you any energy. It's going to make you feel like shit. They're full of shit. They're full of sugar. Don't understand why people drink them. They taste like shit. They're renowned for stomach problems. Okay, I will admit I'm not the healthiest person going, but I believe that energy drinks are a load of old shite. And when I see teenage boys walking around with them thinking they're hard with a great big can of Relentless in their hand, I just want to kick the fucking daylights out of them. Now, I'm not actively job seeking at the moment because as you know, I've got an online shop and I sell on eBay, so the income's not bad, but I do like to see what's advertised on the Indeed app, which is like a job finder thing. But the one thing on there that really pisses me off is people advertising for apprentice sales assistants. What the fuck do you need to train for to become a sales assistant? All you do is serve customers, tidy up and stock take. The only reason they're employing you is so they can pay you a minimum fucking wage of £2.50 for an apprentice an hour. It's a joke. I would never put myself in that position. Don't ever apply for a job as an apprentice sales assistant because that is an absolute piss take and it's cheeky of the company to advertise that. They'll get some poor tosser in to do the work they don't want to do and pay you £2.50 an hour so they didn't have to pay the full wage. It's insane. I've been a sales assistant before and I can't see why you'd need to train to do that position. It's a fucking cheek. Now this is going to be quite a controversial subject and I've mentioned him before and I know people like him, and back in the day I used to love him and I loved his music, but Kanye West has become the biggest arsehole known to man and I cannot stand him. He's done it before at the awards show and he did it this year, I don't know what it was, Grammys or something. How dare he get on stage when somebody else is collecting their award and tell them that somebody else should have got it. What an arrogant twat. I'm not a fan of Beck and Beyonce probably did deserve to win, but it is what it is. Beck won. Don't be a fucking sore loser. Sit in your fucking seat and keep your mouth shut, you arrogant piece of shit. I wish somebody would headbutt him. It would make my day. Who the fuck does he think he is to be able to get up on stage and do that to somebody and just in general life be a complete tosser? I'm filming this the day after the Brits and I watched a bit of the Brits last night and his performance may as well not have been televised. Everything was muted because every other word was fuck or the N-word. I ain't gonna say it because I'll get abused. It's alright for you to call yourself the N-word, but as soon as somebody else does, you get on your fucking high horse and rip them to shreds. You're a contradictive piece of shit and I fucking hate you. So if Kanye West ever stumbles across this video, I think you're an arrogant fucking idiot and I wish somebody would beat the fucking living shit out of you because I think you're a cunt. 50 Shades of Grey. I've only read half the book and I got bored and I haven't watched the film. So just based on that, you all know my opinion. I don't know what the hype was about the film. Everybody was expecting great fucking sex scenes, and then, funnily, disappointed by the outcome. You're not going to get it unless it's a porno. 50 Shades of Grey is a film that's in the cinema. You're not going to see the dick going in. I don't get why people were so shocked that it wasn't as filthy as they wanted it to be. You can't screen porn. It's never going to be as filthy as you wanted it to be. Stay at home, put Pornhub on and have a wank. The film isn't going to be worth the tenner you paid to see it. A couple of people have asked my opinion on this, and it's the Lucy Beale murder on EastEnders. Now, I'm going to admit, I haven't watched EastEnders since Christmas because they put up an hour-long episode one night and it was shocking. I wasted an hour of my life watching that, and I thought, I'm not watching this every night anymore. So I've just been catching up on it on Facebook and found out the other night that Bobby Beale killed Lucy. What a load of shit. I cannot believe a child can hit a teenage girl with a jewellery box and fucking kill her. It's just, I know it's a soap and I know it's far-fetched but Bobby Beale, what the fuck? It's not even Bobby Beale, is it? It's a different kid. Who is this kid? He's just come onto EastEnders, a totally new child. I don't know if I've got it right or not, but I kind of got the impression that Jane took the blame for it and maybe took Lucy to the woods. I don't know, but it's bullshit. I've gone off EastEnders. As much as I want to watch it, I know that it will aggravate me, so kind of steering clear from it, and I think Bobby Beale's a fucking idiot. It was like they were struggling to decide who did it. Bobby Beale is just a fucking cop-out. Lastly is a programme on Channel 4 called Body Shockers. I love this programme. It's about tattoos, piercings, plastic surgery, whatnot. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. I love it, but I hate it. I really like Katie on it. I think she's just amazing for what she's been through, and she's come out the other end. But the people on there, I don't understand why you'd ever put yourself in the position to get any of this stuff in the first place. Some bloke had fucking tears all coming down his cheek, another bloke had an elephant on his cock. There's this one lad on it, I think it was this week's one. I don't know, I've been watching it on 4AD, so I'm not sure what week it is, but he wanted to look like Kim Kardashian. He was bald and he had this great big plastic face. He couldn't frown. His lips were like rubber. They were like fucking tyres on a tractor. They were hideous. I don't get why you'd want to make yourself look like that. And you might think, okay, that's really judgmental, and then you bollock people for judging you. But why? I don't understand ruining a nice face or a nice body in the first place. I get that people have issues with themselves and they don't like this or they don't like that. But to take it, unless you're really seriously disfigured in the first place, to ruin your body with those sort of changes baffles me, and I don't see the need for it, because 9 times out of 10 you end up looking like a bellend, even more than you may have thought you looked before. This bloke that wanted to look like Kim Kardashian was a perfectly good looking bloke before, and he's just ruined his face. And these girls that have lip implants and lip fillers don't ever have lip fillers, because everybody knows they look like shit, no matter how much money you pay for them or whose lips you inspire to be, and you take that to your surgeon, you say, I want to look like this. It's never going to happen, because lip fucking fillers are hideous. I hate them. They just make the top of your lip look like you got 10 ton of Tic Tacs wedged up there. I find it difficult to explain, unless it's done to alter a serious disfigurement like Katie had, like burns, and if you were born with a disfigurement, I don't know, and you want to get it changed, then fair enough. But if you've got a perfectly fine face or body, don't fucking mess with it. It just looks hideous. It never looks natural. It never looks good. The only kind of thing you probably think that's just completely contradictory, me saying that breast implants are alright, but again, if you've got disfigured tits and one's higher than the other and one's about that big and the other's like fucking this big, then I get it. But other than that, fucking leave yourself be, because at the end of it all, you look like an arsehole. So guys, that is my rant. I'm a little bit out of practice, so I don't know if that was boring or not. I kind of found it quite tedious, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you still like them, because I don't know, I haven't done one for a couple of months. If there's anything you want me to rant about in particular, leave it below and I'll see if I can do it, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.
Come to me, little puppy. Ah.
Ooh, you're so heavy. Hello? Look. Who's that? Here. What are you doing, pig? Have you been sleeping? Have you? You've got fur on your mouth. Yes. Where's Daddy? Is Daddy home? Is he? Haha, no, he's not. Fucking hell.